Unprofessional things doctors said. According to Reddit, number 17. When I was 15 years old, I spent a few weeks in a psych ward for children. It was pretty much sucking in there. We had no therapy, and I saw a doctor exactly twice. My second chat with a psychiatrist, he asked me how it was going. I'm not one to lie to a doctor, so I told him pretty much everything. How I felt worse than I did before being admitted, that other patients, had been aggressive and I'm anxious around them, and that I'm considering committing suicide after I leave. The nice doctor said it was very good that I was feeling this way because the hospital is supposed to make us feel awful, so we see how good we have it at home. Okay, excuse me. Sorry, that scared the burp right out of me. What a world we live in. Even my burps don't want to stay, you know? At least they get to float up into the atmosphere and just leave or burn up, you know? My burp was committing suicide just now. Is that cool? That's not a funny joke. It's a burp. It was never alive. Okay, YouTube? Come at me. Come at me. Holy hell. I was discharged 3 days later. What makes me angry is that half of the patients were from abusive homes and from abusive households and children's homes. Go ahead. Tell them how much better they have it at home, asshole. Yo. Well, thank you. I appreciate the subscription, Alex Clark. You know. But at the same time, this is probably going to be a downer of a list, so I'll try to include something of the Waka Waka variety, so that as we travel through, it won't be too, thank you for that ice cream, honeybee. Honk, honk. You know what I mean? And as we continue through, it won't be so depressing an experience, you know? Can you imagine if that was everyone's idea of therapy? Just the idea of, oh, I'm going to make it terrible for you here so you can see how good you have it on the outside? My God. Scary shit. Traveling up this list of many, many deleted entries. I'm trying to get at this before it all disappears, you know, which will inevitably occur. Number 6. I had a doctor tell me that he was going to save my voice. Awkward, since my voice was surgically removed 3 years prior, and he was a neurologist who was supposed to be assessing nerve damage in my arm. What do you mean he's gonna save your voice, homie? What the hell? What the bing bang? Oh my God, like he's a TV guy. He comes in there, he's like, I'm going to save you. Somebody save. I'm gonna make the GIFs really big in the back, and hopefully someone will enjoy that. Just for the D-livers, they get the big GIF in the background. Wow, can you believe that? Hope everybody's doing well in the chat here. You guys are good? You guys need anything? I'm here if you do, and here's hoping you had a great day that only continues to get better as we push along. So, moving up. Number 15, you're not depressed. You just need a year away in Australia. Okay. Why Australia? First of all, I mean no disrespect if you hail from the beautiful outback.
He's gotta go to the island.
You know, yeah, you gotta go to Thailand with some money in your pocket.
You didn't get my joke.
And, oh, he's gotta go to the island from Lost?
Yeah. They all came from
Look,
Australia.
who's out here looking for Lost references, do ya?
Me.
I don't know about that, girl. Oh my God! Okay. I was watching Naruto earlier, and I did not have it on loop for this song. So nobody, what? Number 14, whatever, you know? I went to the emergency room one night because a friend kicked my finger by accident, and I definitely heard a snap. It was super swollen and very painful because it was just a finger I obviously had to wait for hours. Not much of an emergency as far as they were concerned. At one point I asked a nurse for some ice to alleviate some of the pain, and she rolled her eyes and said to me,
I don't even know why you're here. Your finger is probably fine. Also, I'm ugly as hell. But you know what? I still got the authority here.
Damn, he thought to himself. What was the self-aware ugliness about? She was totally right about that. I'm kidding. She made me feel like I was wasting everyone's time. But I refused to leave. I got an x-ray done. The doctor said I was fine, gave me a splint, and sent me home. A week later, things didn't feel right, so I went back and it was fractured in 3 places. Required emergency surgery twice, and a year and a half later, I have no movement in my finger whatsoever. I've been to 3 surgeons and no one can help me. It also really affected me mentally. Now whenever I go to the doctors, I always have this nagging voice in my head, like, but is it important enough? Are you wasting someone's time? Even though obviously I wasn't that night, my finger was hella fucked up. There's nothing sadder and scarier than the idea of going in to seek treatment and then being waved off by someone who's just not willing to take the time for you. It's like if we didn't luck out and have somebody that's a medical professional in your family, the likelihood of you getting the actual best attention without the right amount of money is very slim. So it's like you have 2 options: get rich, get a relative that's in the right spot, or die. Cause the idea of you going in and having, people just overlook your shit, and then when you go back, it's too late. By the time he got back and it was fractured, it was too late. Dude had surgery to not regain mobility in his finger because your bitch ass friend kicked you. It would be one thing if you fell off the bed or, you hit something on the way through a door, you were running fast, you know what I mean? And it was something you did to yourself. But when your friend did this, I would curse this motherfucker for the rest of my life. Worse, when I was younger, I did a lot of shit with my fingers. These days, I like to think that, I'm not playing a musician. I'm not going crazy. As long as I don't lose my voice, I can make some things work, But it's still mobility in your hands. You use them with everything that you do. That's tragic. How would you type how you feel about Sonic the Hedgehog in the new iteration with a broken finger? Well, I guess you could just text-to-speech it into your phone. What a future we're lucky to live in. What a future we're lucky to live in. Back in my day, we couldn't get away with this type of number 13. Wasn't said directly to me, but about me by a doctor who didn't know that I could hear him. I was about to have a hernia operation and was in my gown, laying on the trolley in the little room that they leave you in next to the operating theater. While they were there, I could hear everything being said in the next room, and I had my surgeon walk in and say hello to everyone. He said hi to my anesthetist and asked him how he was doing today. My anesthetist replied, I'd be doing better if you stopped sending me so many fat patients.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn. They all had a laugh, and he started to swear about me and tell everyone my weight. Now, I weighed 138 kilograms, about 300 pounds, at the time, and was very aware of my weight. But I didn't need to hear it from a room full of strangers who I needed to trust while I was unconscious and being cut into. They wheeled me into the room, and I just felt so anxious and shitty. I was shocked and couldn't say anything. I don't think they ever knew that I could hear everything, but I was just so angry. Happy ending though, I took the anger and channeled it into losing weight. After I recovered from the operation, I started seeing a personal trainer, and within 12 months I'd lost 50 kg, which is 100 pounds. Good for you. Who's gonna be my personal trainer? The donations that I sometimes get? I'm just gonna get flabby. How you like that, stream? Flabby Cyael have heart attacky. Then who will run the streams? A grieving Dia who goes on a spree? I don't think so. She'll be in jail. How's she gonna run a list from jail?
What do you mean a spree?
Nothing at all.
So
we continue up the list, we arrive at number 12. I was a newly minted EMT intermediate, Streamlabs link in the description, the level between EMT and paramedic, and as such, I had just received permission from the States to intubate people. Okay. My partner and I got sent to the cardiac arrest. No, to a cardiac arrest, like somebody had a heart attack, they were like coding. And they, hold on. I put crushed ice in a cup sometimes, and then, because I like to suck my drink out of the ice, because the crushed ice melts very fast, and it brings the drink to a frosty temperature. But then when all the drink's gone, I just kind of let it sit there for a while, so that inevitably the ice will melt, and then I just suck some of the remnants of that out of the bing bong. How do you like that? How do you feel about this? Listen, everybody, there are a lot of you here. I love you. I hope people are treating you right. Take it easy. Let's continue this list. I was a newly minted EMP, electromagnetic pulse. I was a newly minted EMT, and as such, had just received permission from the state to intubate people. My partner and I got sent to a cardiac arrest along with another ambulance, the supervisor, a fire engine, and 2 cops. Pretty standard in my region. We were second on the scene, behind the fire engine, and my partner looked at me, and as we walked in, he just said, "You've got the airway. All right, game on." I follow my training to the fucking letter, size the tube, check the cuff, visualize the vocal cords. Oh my God, get on with it. One of the firefighters checked. Left lung sounds positive. Epigastric sounds negative, and right lung sounds positive. It was a textbook intubation, and since it was my first in the field, I let out a celebratory yes, accompanied by a fist pump. We were completely surrounded by family members. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. What do you even say? Number 10. I went in after a bit. After getting bit by a stupid Cocker Spaniel because the hand that it bit was inflamed and it looked infected to me. The doctor, after looking at my hand, casually goes, "Oh, by the way, your haircut makes you look like a dude. If you didn't have breasts, I'd have asked if the info you gave us was correct." I shaved my head a couple of weeks before as a show of solidarity with my cousin who had cancer. I was too shocked to say anything and he just left the room. Asshole. Imagine if you were like trans, dude. That guy would never hear the end of it. You think he'd be out of a job now? If he said some shit like that to a trans person and they got on the internet and was like, "I am trans, and this doctor had the nerve to say to me," he's wrong, man. Shut your damn mouth, doctor. How secure do you feel that a doctor would what place is it of some guy to say to a woman anything about her hairstyle? Is this your life, doctor? Is the hairstyle bad for my health? Is how I'm getting my hair cut bad for my health, doctor? Am I going to die sooner because of my hair, doctor? What the hell? Nussy Droll says, "Cyael, my stomach is messed up. I've been to several doctors about it, but once after I had an endoscopy, I got told the following. Damn, that is not something you see every day. We can't really do anything about it, but if you go home and wait for it to get worse, we might be able to do something about it later." The worst part about that is, yes, it does qualify as an unprofessional thing, but the truth of the matter is that that's exactly how a lot of shit works. So that may be the rudest thing that the doctor has said to you. I mean, the realest. Both. Rude and real. Rude and real. Nyan Nyan says, "What happened to Lady Sheep? Is she busy?" Yeah, I'd imagine half the people who watch this channel are busy. Or hiding. You have to wonder. You know, sometimes I just go back a couple of months, then I go back a couple of years on the channel, and I look at the... Oh, honey, honey. Thank you for that diamond, Chuckster. I have a feeling nobody's going to kick your ass today. So, that makes Chuckster the D-Live ass kicker. In your face, everybody. In your face. It's all about the Chuckster. Even though I guess nobody is after any kind of like stream boss position in this one on YouTube. I'm getting a lot of feedback. Did I leave the bell? Oh man. No, Dia, I wasn't asking you to do it, but I appreciate it, Dia. Thank you for turning that light off, Dia. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 8. Whoa!
10 squats, 20 jumping jacks.
You better.
Heart, heart, heart.
Damn, Jade, you just covered my groceries. Now she's gonna also help me get in better shape to invalidate the groceries when they end up penetrating my body. But not like that. Not like that. They're just words. They're just words. Nobody should be offended. Jeez. Okay. Thank you, Jade. You're insane. You're incredible. You're amazing. And I'm also going to refresh the stream boss because the comedy of that is she may have reset herself. So can I get a... Yeah, dude. Jade reset herself. She was about to die as the stream boss. And she's essentially reset herself. You know, Jade, I gotta give it up. Thank you, Jade. You're the stream queen. Wow. Congratulations. Rain says, don't play with your food like that. Stripe says, you spend 30 on groceries? What, you think that's like a big amount or a small amount?
Small amount.
Because it's a small amount. I could spend easily more on groceries. I'm watching what I buy if I'm spending so little as $30. Stripes, you have no frame of reference for how the real world works. You don't get out. So what are you talking to anybody about groceries? What do you think a normal grocery bill comes up to? This isn't like a run to the store to pick up a box of cereal and some cookies that you fucking want. It's an actual grocery shopping. That's a small amount, dude. That could easily be doubled or tripled. Yeah. Rhea says, Cyael, teach me how to keep my groceries that low. Well, be broke. That's step 1. And then when you're going out, just get rice, which, you know, say you're getting a 5-pound bag, that's not amounting to more than $3. Buy some beans. You know, if you're like me, you're buying some red kidney beans, you're buying some black beans, shit like that. And not like the beans in a can, but the beans in the bag. And then you can throw that in a pressure cooker or Instant Pot, or just cook them on the stove normally. I have the Instant Pot, so I just kind of throw shit in there and then forget it. You can pick up some ground beef. For me, that's usually like $4 max. You can pick up a big ass bag of chicken breasts or chicken tenders, tenderloin, you know, like raw that you have to prepare. And you can just fry that up. Dia blackens my chicken after we defrost it for a day. And then it comes out tasting great with some rice.
As someone pointed out.
Maybe you could buy some beef tips that's like cut up, you know, I don't know what to call that. What do you, beef tips? Raw. I don't know what to call it. They call it like lean meat. You just go out and you buy some of that, you know, throw a bunch of that into a pot with some seasoning. You're done. It's easy. Rice, beans, chicken, beef. Easy meals. Easy fill. Not too expensive. Bruh. So there's that. Number 8. I went in for my first pap smear when I was about 16 years old. For guys or little boys or even little girls who may not know what a pap smear is, because somehow you're under the age of 16, Google defines it as a, pap smear or pap test, which is a procedure to test the for cervical cancer in women. It's basically a test where a person examines you down there, ladies, okay? They collect some samples of your secretions. They swab you and shit like that.
Don't remind me, it hurts.
Yeah, and it can be painful. So that's all that I'm gonna, say about that. If you want to learn more about pap smears on the internet, you're free to just type that in. The more you know. Okay. Thank you again, Jade. I went in for my first pap smear when I was about 16 years old. This doctor was the same one that my mom and my sister used, and I was freaking out a bit after my sister told me horror stories to get me all worked up. What a bitch. Anyway, there I am, legs in the stirrups. Yes, they literally have you put your legs up in these things to keep them spread like you're having a baby. I'm staring at the ceiling, trying my best to focus on the questions that she's asking, and not what is about to happen. She sticks her finger into my nethers and pulls them out and goes, juicy.
That is a doctor that is way too comfortable.
What?
That is a doctor that is way too comfortable.
That's not gonna calm the 16-year-old down.
Not at all.
What the fuck? Well, like she's supposed to be dry as hell, like your old ass, crusty bitch. Bless you. That's not how, sexy a lot of girls sneeze. Hey, come here. I want to show you something really quick. No, you're guarding.
I'm not.
Never
What,
mind.
you want it to be audible?
No.
Woman.
Now, she didn't say it in a creepy, seductive way, but more of a like, strawberries. I died a little that day. Ew. Someone responds with their own story. My family doctor, the man who has seen my mom and sister as well, gave me my first pap smear when I was 18 or 19. It was relatively uneventful until he put the metal tube inside me to get a look at my cervix. He says, "Well, Auntie, that's just what we want to see. A pretty pink donut." Ew, a pretty little pink donut.
What in the world?
Nyan Mian comes in out of nowhere saying that he can't eat eggs. He just can't stand the smell or taste. Eggs are delicious, homie, and if you can't eat them, I don't think that you've had them prepared normally. Eggs are like chicken, which is ironic because of how many different ways you can prepare it. Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, they come from chickens.
That's the irony. Don't you Stripes comment on me.
Well, they come from chicken, Cyael.
Okay,
Eggs and ketchup.
What
Yes,
the fuck?
delicious.
Dunia says, I had a dog that What?
Put your legs in the stirrups, sire.
Hearing the bot say that was really funny out of nowhere. Put your legs in the stirrups. Thank you, my man, Chuckster. That's pretty gnarly of you, man. I didn't know that you guys had it in you. I didn't know that you guys were heroes like that. Superheroes. I may have to change the track in the background to something a little more. Hey, is there anybody in the chat who has absolutely nothing to do with the Marvel movies? Like, I don't need you to elaborate if you don't want to, but feel free to elaborate if you do want to. But if you have absolutely nothing to do with the Marvel movies, just put a number 1 in the stream. Lava Nerd is already saying that they don't have anything to do with it. Like, he's just checked out. I'm like that with Game of Thrones. I hide everything in my feed. I'm not interested. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Chuckster doesn't give a shit about it. I didn't know that. So you and Nat don't get down on the Marvel movies? Holy shit. Yo, it's such a Jesus for nah. He's playing. Jesus is playing. I can't trust Jesus. Diogenes says Game of Thrones.
Don't join the Navy, guy.
Oh, bro, you got Navy horror stories? Why don't you send me some of that and I'll just make a whole video about it? Why shouldn't I join the Navy? I thought the Navy was the cool one. Or is that the Marines? Is the Marines the cool one?
I guess the Marines.
I think Marines is the dope one.
Yeah.
But not like, they're much better than each other at the end of the day.
I mean...
No, I just want one where I go in there and I come out the most badass, and I think that's the Marines, right?
Yes, the Marines has the most, I think, intense stuff.
I wouldn't know. Whoa, what?
It's payday.
Damn.
Do whatever with this one.
Jade. My balls. Okay. Kotala Foxhound, I barely even got to thank you before Jade replenished her health points, ladies and gentlemen. In the game of Pokemon, Kotala is out here chiseling away. Chuckster's chiseling away. But Jade, she's just using the health potion on herself, man. You can't beat her. You can't beat the stream queen. Okay. Magma says, I haven't seen Infinity War, though. He says he liked Ant-Man. That's the thing, man. Like, these Infinity War and Endgame are not movies for people who have kind of picked and choose which movies to watch in the cinematic universe. It's truly a movie for people who have, at the very least, seen most Iron Mans, most Captain Americas, if not all. I would say all Iron Man, all Captain America, and Thor 1 and Ragnarok specifically. Because Thor Ragnarok goes right into freaking Infinity War. I love the development in Homecoming. I feel like the biggest moment at the end of Infinity War doesn't really work unless you understand the connection that Stark is trying to establish with Parker. So watching Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, the Avengers as well, when Stark is pretty much like trying to put it all on the line and give his life to save the world and all this bullshit, right? You know? To then try to be there for this kid in Civil War. Then we got Homecoming, which I feel, develops as much for Stark as it does for Spidey. Wow, I'm really getting off topic, forgive me. I love you guys, don't let me nerd out, but I'm impressed that you guys have missed that, and that's pretty dope. I guess they're just movies to you guys, and that's cute. But I genuinely believe it is the Star Wars of our era. We're not going to get a Lord of the Rings or a Star Wars. Not with what they got pissing around these days. And I'll be surprised if I live to be old enough to see some other gangster shit go down cinematically. But, I totally respect that you guys have nothing to do with it. Because like I said, Game of Thrones, ooh, you could just miss me with that shit. Stripes has a picture that she posted in memes in the Discord, and that shit had me crying laughing. Thank you, Chuckster, for the ice cream. Let me try to find this meme of Game of Thrones, because I recently, even though I don't watch Game of Thrones, came across a picture of someone having left a coffee like a modern day coffee in the shot. And Game of Thrones is like this old school show where takes place back then. Let me see. Here it is. Let's get a big picture of this. Open in its own tab. Damn, Nussy Draw. You out there going for the lead in D Live. You gotta show everybody else what time it is. Put them in their place, man. Don't let them try to creep up. Hit the Chuckster where it hurts. Oh my God, what a pretty little SpongeBob. And my sticker count is at 20, so I can't even keep it. Maybe I gotta get rid of something, homie. Sometimes you gotta get rid of. What is this? I remember adding. Well, I do kind of like it. That's why it's there. I kind of like it. To be bouncy. Cat with glasses. I got a little honkler, but he says nice. Glasses take off, and then there's more glasses.
Man, you have too many good ones to add the.
Let me get rid of that cat, man. For the SpongeBob. It's cute. It's really cute. It's really cute. Kotala says, but I got you, Cyael. I'll send over some stories and other shit that really needs to be put out there for people considering it. That sounds intense. But yeah, no, sorry. To bring attention to this picture in the background. as you can see with the first couple of seasons, you see you're making out a very detailed image. And then as the seasons go together, you can see that there's really just a drop off in quality. And with the coffee mug there too, it kind of makes my life hilarious. Let me get that a little bit bigger in case anybody wants to really enjoy that. Yes. Yes, man. That is art. That is freaking art. Hey. Whoa! Is that 3 diamonds? Will it play 3 times? Oh no. I think... Oh my god.
Yes, if it doesn't.
I know, but it just seemed like it stayed on screen for so long that I wasn't sure if it was gonna play 3 times or if it was gonna, Damn, boy, why is it playing so... Why is it... Okay. Honey, honey. Thank you, Nussy Drill, for that song, you know, in the middle of us. Whoa. I saw Rio. What was she saying about Spider-Man? Dunya says, do I watch Lucifer? I most certainly do not. Why y'all timing out, Whippersnapper? What'd she say? Is it true you're a felon? A felon? Oh, that I'm a criminal? Oh, yeah. Oh, Lava Nerd says, check out this. What was I seeing? I swore she said something about Homecoming.
Yeah, she said I find Spider-Man too annoying to sit through. He annoys me too
Oh
much.
my gosh!
However, I will definitely be seeing Far From Home.
Why is she definitely seeing Far From Home? Because she likes the asshole who plays Mysterio? And if that's the reason, Rhea, then I'm sad that I can read you like a book. Spider-Man isn't annoying. He's probably the most charming Spider-Man we've ever had. But unfortunately, that's Spider-Man's character. And that's where Deadpool gets it from. You know what I mean? They call Deadpool the merc with the mouth, and Spider-Man's mouth ain't supposed to stop. And this, I don't know, I feel like this is the most charming Spider-Man we've had. Like, the charm that came with Sam Raimi Spider-Man was entirely because of Sam Raimi. Tobey Maguire was dope, but I feel like I would have liked those movies if they cast some other asshole in Spider-Man's role. You know what I mean? Whereas with this Spider-Man, I like Tom Holland. I think he really plays that boy Peter Parker well. You know? And welcome to the Spider-Man stream. As we continue up this list, alright? Here we are at number 6 balls. I went to a psychiatrist because I wanted to kill myself. Okay? Well, you don't seem sad. I can't really help. Oh my god. You don't seem sad. Feels good. Why am I getting messages on Snapchat from people who wouldn't talk to me otherwise? Let me guess. It's about the stream. I'm still blocked from commenting. I'm unsure of what I did wrong in your community's guidelines to get blocked. Well, there's only 2 rules to violate here. And it's usually spamming something in the way of like self-promotion, or
too stupid for any of us to want to deal with you.
Oh boy, or self-promotion. So let me go ahead and say,
Thank you, Linda.
what is your username? You know?
Let's see if it rings a bell.
Why am I bending to the will of people in the middle of the chat who have been banned likely for a reason? The worst part is people come in here and make an ass of themselves and then get like multiple chances to backpedal, and then they still get fucked. And are you sure that she was hidden for it and not timed out?
What?
Everyone gets timed out, you know? They don't get hidden. They receive the opportunity to learn a lesson. And if they then keep pushing it, then, you know, so... Okay, let me see here. Let me go into number 5 and then I'll continue with that. I broke my femur when I was a kid, when I arrived in hospital and the doctor exclaimed that it was impossible that it was broken, as it was such a tough bone, and swore that it was only bruised or sprained. He then lifted my leg only to have it fold mid-thigh around his hand. I was rushed off pretty quickly.
Idiot.
Fuck boy bitch. Ain't nothing scarier than know-it-all doctors, but that's the reality of life. That is the reality. Look, to quickly address this last entry, you know, the you don't seem sad, I can't really help. There's only one thing worse than feeling terrible and feeling as though you have no one that you can go to about or, you know, approach or or speak to. And it's the only thing worse is approaching somebody, seeking that help, getting out of your comfort zone and actually making the effort to get a hold of somebody, and then having them tell you, oh, you're either not sad, or people have it worse than you, or it's not so bad, or something along those lines. Even earlier in the list, we were seeing something along the lines of somebody seeking help, and then having a deliberately shitty time at a place because they were trying to make it bad for them, to quote unquote, what's the word? Make it seem like, or show off how good they actually had it. Yo, that's fucking intense. And I'm very sorry, but what I want you to do is not have your experience in life, destroyed by somebody who, unfortunately, is perhaps incapable of seeing things from a perspective other than their own. You know, you may have to go through some things alone. That's just the reality of it. You know, I hope you don't feel so awful because of an experience that you have, that you retreat into a shell or a bubble, figuratively speaking, and never endeavor or try to come out of that shell again. Because some people are just stupid. It's not even like they're deliberate assholes or willing assholes. They're just what we would call ignorant by definition. They don't know any better, and in their brains, because they experience things some way and they have seen other things, play out a certain way with certain people, they, for whatever reason, have this firm belief that it's the same way that it's going to work with everybody else. So release these assholes, let them do their thing, and please hold on to hope that in time you will find somebody that you can identify with enough to confide in and be able to just share and maybe get something therapeutic or whatever it takes to help you progress so that you can have an outlet. Because a lot of these things, when they go bad, they establish like a cycle of things inevitably, they're like seeds that are planted that bloom into bad shit, and then those things that are blooming just rain over other assholes and create new seeds, and it's a nightmare. But there's nothing shittier than what I have highlighted here. You don't seem sad. There's nothing to help. It's kind of like the walking into an emergency room situation. Yes, there are people who are going to appear like they have something more physically wrong with them, but boy, how do you even, god damn. Yeah, you pick the people who look like they're immediately gonna die, but some people, well, yeah,
I am out again and having an amazing time. I love you, man. Thanks for being here for all of us.
Well, I'm glad that you could make that step out into the world again to experience what you need to and make those significant milestones happen following a troubling and fucked up time in your life. I know that you had a connection with, the departed, and I know that they will be with you in a way that hopefully you never forget and kind of make apparent in the way that you live. I hope that you reach a point in your future where, you're happy that, you made the steps that you're making now, and that you can look back and be proud and happy. And to anybody else that feels like they're going through something that may be too intense or maybe too much to handle, I believe in you, and all you need to do is take it one step at a bing bong. So I want to go into the final 5 entries, but even 4 is deleted. So what we're going to do now is try to retrieve some of the long destroyed entries from this one. We'll be able to look for blue, which is indicative of the user themselves deleting it. I usually avoid those because if the person didn't want to, somehow for some reason they released it to the public and then they were like, no, I don't want it anymore. Whatever. But when it's red, that means that a mod came along and was like, this doesn't need to be here. Oh, here's a blue one. Hey kid, hold your lip up. I've always wanted to try this. He then took his water pick and proceeded to use the hole in my tooth for target practice. Hit the bullseye on the third shot. Best dentist ever. Huh. Rhea says, thank you for saying that. I will think of it when I give myself my pep talk in the mirror in the morning. Yeah, I mean, all we can really do is look at what's around us and what's going on in our immediate time. It's difficult to see a future where maybe we're surrounded by people that aren't assholes, that, you know, have things in common with us that we can confide in without the fear that this information that they're gaining of us is going to come back at us. Again, sometimes in our lives, there's not even really a lot of information to give out, especially when you don't worry about what the hell some people think about you. But again, it's just like the comedy of some people devoting their lives to either judging or, you know, taking things out of context or misinterpreting you. That is just a fucking nightmare. You know, you want to live this drama-free existence, but because some people are so in love with drama, they got to try to share some of that shit onto your plate. And you're just like, bro, I don't even know you. Sister, I don't even know you. Just take it a day at a time. Try your best to tolerate some of this bullshit. I know some of y'all go out into the real world and you're dealing with people in the workplace and you're dealing with family members that you really can't choose to get away from, but you gotta try your best to just tolerate that shit. Get home, cry, drink, play your games, you know what I mean? Get all, whatever you need to do to keep it together, because the worst part is, when people, if you break down, if you go crazy, if you fly off the rails, people are only going to see that, and they're going to define you by that. They're not going to see all of the shit that you've tolerated and everything that you've tried to manage up until this point. And that is the tragedy of it. Stripe says, hey, Cyael, you see the disc-free Xbox? Yeah, I heard about that a while back. Xbox got to try it all to try to stay relevant, because the PS4 really destroyed it this generation. And then of course Switch ain't playing around either. You know, Switch is a little device that most people like, man, I don't really give a fuck about that. And then Smash Bros dropped and people was like, oh shit, I gotta get that. And some people were still like, man, I don't really give a fuck about that. And then Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu came out, Let's Go Eevee, and they were like, ooh, gotta get that. There's still some people who are like, man, I don't really give a fuck about that. But wait until the new Pokemon and the new Animal Crossing comes out, and suddenly everyone will have a Switch in their house. It's going to be a problem. Switch does not have like the funny thing is like, I like to say Switch doesn't have dope ass titles on it right now, but Nintendo has the most important properties in a fucking chokehold. They could make everything that they need to come out right now. That would force most people who aren't interested to go pick that shit up. You know, to go pick that shit up. And I like to think that, you know, Nintendo wouldn't need, say Nintendo was doing bad in sales, they wouldn't need to make the Switch cheaper. They would need to release like a free game, you know? So people thought to themselves, okay, well, I just go buy the Switch and then I'll at least be able to play these games for free or something like that, you know? And you're done. You are done. I have yet to see them even justify this like online purchase bullshit yet. I don't know if the apps on Switch are on point yet. I own a Switch and I don't dust that bitch off and turn it on. It's a problem. I'm nowhere in Smash. I didn't finish up. I'm just a nightmare. I'm not a good example. Oh shit, let me look at this girl really quick. Her name is Icky Gabby. What does anybody remember banning Icky Gabby?
I didn't, but I remember her.
Icky Gabby 511. Let me get into my own. Guys, I love you. Talked very quickly amongst yourselves, and I will take the time. Well, while it's loading, I'll just read another entry. What do I look like? Okay. So another one of the deleted entries here reads, removed too quickly to be archived. I bet. This is from 2 years ago. So here's another one. This was back in my Air Force days. I went to the hospital due to pain and didn't know what appendicitis felt like. I thought I might have that after everybody telling me it was scary. I told the doctor that I had pains on my left side, that it really hurt when bending, sitting, and twisting to turn. Any movement of my abdomen hurt. He took x-rays, looked them over, and said to me, "You're full of shit." I defended by telling him my pain was real, and he clarified, "No, your pain is because your intestines are backed up and you are full of shit." When was your last bowel movement? Oh my god. How many times have I watched this stuff idiot get banned? Timed out. I saw him get timed out earlier.
And he's been hidden. Thank you, Stripes.
He spelled the name wrong. Okay. I mean, reel it in. That's what I'm saying.
He's gone.
Reel that shit in. You know, this is I know there are probably some lurkers who are lurking because they're scared to say anything in the chat. And I believe that to be unfortunate. But at the same time, all you got to do is not piss in the pool, because I don't want to establish a stream that has people. I would rather people too scared to say something because they think they're going to get banned than to have just people spamming in the chat and having people going, "Oh, I might as well not say anything because I wouldn't be noticed." I take the time and the effort to address everybody. Like some jackass in the Discord today, man. My God. My God, how you open your mouth and you don't know what you're saying? What you saying? So one more deleted entry and then we can finish this. Forgive me, I'm like opening the channel stuff. Community? Shit. Alright, scrolling down. Man, I can hear my tongue gross. Okay. I don't really see any other deleted entries. Even though I should. Here's one. Removed too quickly to be archived, I'm sure. We tried, boy. So let's finish this list. Number 13. No, that's 3. I think you're a hypochondriac. That's rude. While I was pregnant, I couldn't stop throwing up. My GP told me that I was a hypochondriac and that I was making myself throw up. I lost 40 pounds during my pregnancy and was finally hospitalized for hyperemesis gravidarum when I was 8 months pregnant because I was almost catastrophically dehydrated. Apparently that was just this guy's thing. He also told a friend of mine that he was a hypochondriac too. Turns out she had lupus. 2 hips and 2 knees later, she's doing quite well. Did she lose the hips and knees? Oh my God. Hello, Tiffany. I had breakfast there at yours once.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe she means like
Breakfast
she
at Tiffany's.
injured them.
Oh, yeah.
And they had to like put in like maybe like
And I thought I liked it.
to her hips and knees.
I put my hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip. We lupus. Huh? He can no longer practice medicine because he was caught sleeping with one of his patients
Nice.
that he had been prescribing antipsychotics for.
Nice.
He stuck his dick in crazy, but he was trying to medicate it too. Oh man, he was living the life, and then he threw it all away for some pussy tonight. Rabbit Flesh says,
The most unprofessional thing a doctor said to me was when I first met a shrink. They said,
"You look like one of those dolls that people put in a glass box in their room and tell people not to touch."
Are you gonna do it like
Are you really a glass doll? Show us you in a box, in a glass box in the Discord. What? No, I mean, like, I'm sorry that they said that to you. It's unprofessional. Amensha. Sorry. Amenesha. What a, I'm so used to, we're programmed when we see the word amen. or, you know, to say it like that. But the word is, of course, amensha. Amensha kaur, maybe. Amensa kaur. So, hello to you. Sorry. I enjoy different names. Rabbit Flesh says, I'm actually a corpse. I think they could be exaggerating that they're very skinny. And that's why people, you know, likened her to a skinny doll. That's fucked up. And I'm sorry that people, you know, abused a familiarity with you. Like they knew you or some shit. People need to watch their damn mouth around people they don't know. F. Christie says, here's a fun one, Cyael. I had a doctor give me penicillin for strep throat. It went back in a week with a severe reaction. A different doctor sent me home, went back to the hospital the next day. Anaphylactic, what the fuck? What a medical, quote-unquote, professionals. Oh my gosh. People dying out here because of people's mistakes. And they just shrug and keep living their life. They went through the schools. They jumped through those hoops. So they get to just keep it up. Oh shit. All right, let me try this with this girl again. Okay, I finally made it to the subs. Nope. It's the wrong page. Ew. Gross. Okay, so I'm typing icky. There's icky. She was hidden. We'll never know what for. How unfortunate. I wonder if it was good. Well, she's unbanned for reasons I have no idea about. What the fuck am I getting out of that? Just kidding, right? Oh, boy.
Imagine being allergic to the shit that, you know, helps with just about everything.
The truth of the matter is, I was kind enough to do this in the middle of the stream because I wouldn't have remembered to do it after. Or felt the drive to do it. I guess my motivation is all over the place when I'm not behind this microphone. Life Noodle says, it's been like forever since I've watched one of your streams. I love you, Cyael. I love you too, me Momo, Life Noodle. I wanna poke on. Get your poke on. Get your pokey ride on my ride.
Honk honk.
Why, thank you, Spanky.
Honk honk.
I like it when you spank it. I like it when you hit me with that.
Honk honk.
I'm pretty good at that. Hey, ice cream chuckster in the house. That's my favorite flavor. Hey guys, you want me to get irrationally upset about something? It's time to tell you about something that pisses Cyael off. Welcome to Cyael's Pissed Off Corner. What the fuck? Do I have like an explosion sound effect? I don't need the explosion. I just need the whip crack. Especially since Rhea's all like,
I'm leaving. See you later, Cyael.
Cyael's pissed! Oh man. Thank you, Care Bear, for that lemon. But back to me being pissed. Can you freaking believe it? Blowing my load. Aw, damn. These kids know what I'm talking about. Alright, kids, shut the hell up. Shut up, kids. God, anyway. You know what pisses me off? When I'm in the kitchen and I'm thinking about getting some ice cream in the fridge and I'm looking for my Smucker's hard shell coating, my chocolate coating for my ice cream. All you gotta do is pour that Smucker's hard shell coating. It's a magic shell coating. I'll look it up for you right now. All over your ice cream, and when you pour it all over it, it fucking hardens, dude. It hardens before your eyes. Okay? Smucker's magic shell. Bruh, it comes in chocolate fudge. That's the one with the red indication on the motherfucking bottle. That's what I get. God damn it. It hardens on your ice cream before your eyes. You know what I fucking hate? When somebody puts it in the freaking fridge.
I didn't put it in the fridge.
Mom probably did.
I put it in the cupboard.
Do you know that there are Indians in the cupboard?
What?
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean, dear?
like how you said it was put in
What the fuck does that mean, dear? Indians in the cupboard. What does it mean? Oh my gosh, I never heard of that now. D ain't never heard of that now. Is that taking you back to school? With your old ass. With your old ass. Going back to school, if you remember that. Wait a minute now.
What is this?
Wait a minute. Dia don't know nothing about that. Dia's like 3 years old. Her titties are bigger than her age. Okay? On every scale. The weight, the height, the rings inside. Yeah. Gotta cut open a titty and carbon date that shit. I said it. What a wild ride this has been. Linda says, Cyael, thank you for making me feel old once again. It's not my fault. Like, it's my fault. Y'all know, you guys should have a pretty clear indication of how old you are when you think about what season The Simpsons is in right now. And I think it's in like its 31st season. Something like that. Here we go, guys. Number 2 on the list of unprofessional things that doctor said. Hi, Dr. Nick. I had an appointment to set up a birth control prescription because my periods were complete hell and needed to be beaten into submission. The nurse who did my medical history got to the appointment and started tsk-ing and told me,
You shouldn't be here. You don't need this. Come back when you're having sex.
what the fuck? That's horrible advice. But the worst part was this was coming from a nurse at a clinic attached to a college. So you'd think that attitude wouldn't have lasted long? The actual doctor was awesome. The nurse was obnoxious, ignorant, and a moron. And I hated to think how many other patients she treated like that. The sad and unfortunate truth of many of these patients is that they're probably extremely timid or non-confrontational, if not a combination of both. So after working up a shitload of courage to go in to deal with other people, because a lot of people are anxiety ridden, when these are the first people to fucking deal with them, they're probably, they're probably thrown into a pit. You gotta remember, we living in a world where, like, some people, you say sticks and stones don't hurt bones. Oh wait, there should hurt the bones, but the words ain't supposed to hurt. But boy, some people will go home and take their life if you say the wrong shit to them. So it's pretty fucked up. People need to watch their words. Why is Gabby sending something to me, dude? I unmuted her. What does she want? Oh, thank you. Okay. This bitch, this woman is always taking pictures with her baby on Snapchat. You have to wonder, does Gabby have nothing but relatives on Snapchat? Or is she sending friends pictures of her baby that they must really want to see? You think I'm going to be posting pictures of my baby anywhere? Because I like to think that the types of people who want to see my baby that aren't relatives aren't the types of people who should be looking at my baby. It's like an accessory, though, maybe. Maybe to Gabby it's an accessory. Here's my baby. This is what I do. I have a baby. I did it. Not as easy as you think it is having a baby. Plap. Well, you want a fart noise? Dia's looking at me funny. Let me get a fart noise. Okay, hold on. Had a baby. Oh, I think I feel a baby coming on. There it is. Oh, this is a different baby. Oh, that was a wild baby. Oh, man, I don't want to have another baby like that. Go back to the first baby. There it is. Another baby like that. Oh, that baby's a little bit wild.
I'm happy that I don't have to be listening to this shit.
Whoa,
I'm sorry for anybody that has to hear this.
I've been trying too hard. It's so simple.
Juvenile.
It's just different farts. Farts United? What the fuck is this button? Do I want to know? Oh, I'm not gonna press that Farts United button. Chuckster's not amused by these farts. Oh boy.
Either.
What do you mean? Oh my god, that's funny. That is funny. Well, guys, as we roll up to the first entry on this list,
list.
Oh, sorry. We arrive at number 1. My wife and I had a miscarriage, and it required her to have the fetus removed via D&C. What's that?
What?
Like, they like remove it, like they put something in her to remove it?
No.
Well, they used a vacuum type thing to remove everything, but didn't come close to getting all of it out. It caused my wife to get an infection, and she got really sick. Jesus Christ, as if it's not enough of what she's going through. She was brought back to the hospital to have a second DNC performed, and the doctor said, usually I just stick the vacuum up there and keep sucking until no more of your baby comes out, but it looks like we must have left some parts up in there. Now that's what I call bedside manner, doctor. Is this India? Is this India? Somebody responds, when I was 18, I had a miscarriage and the nurse said should have used a rubber. I genuinely believe that nurses may be the cruelest women on the planet. And they're living a life where they're jealous of all the other women who get to live sexy lives with, men that actually love them for who they are and want to have maybe children by them, How can these nurses be so cruel? I used to get a hard-on for nurses because it's like a profession that demonstrates that you want to help people, right? But if it's low-key just a way to make money for some of these women and they get to be cruel to some other women at their most vulnerable points, women can be cruel. And women can be their cruelest when they're trying to make other women feel bad. So when these nurses have access, what the hell am I looking at? You can actually make this in Soul Calibur? That is amazing. Look, it's Minecraft Steve in Soul Calibur. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's I want that build. I'm not that far off. Come on. I just need to lift it a little bit more.
No, you gotta start doing what everyone else keeps telling you to do so you can get them thighs.
What a thing to actually say out loud. I'm supposed to do what everyone tells me to do for money. Okay, I'm kidding, guys. I would never go that far.
Wow.
Oh my god, I think my friend's coming online. Wow, he's here. Gotta send him a message. Hey, I see you're on. Dude, talk to me. Dude. Did you see that episode of Friends? Yeah, it's a good episode. Okay. Bitch, are you for real? Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to start the scariest part of this evening, getting through these donations, because Jade has made quite an impact in here with the help of Kotala, Love You Mandy, and Chuckster. So, we gotta start getting funky. Chuckster donates 15 and says, put your legs in the stirrups, Cyael. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start lifting. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3. Dia looks like she's gonna barf. 4, 5. She has hiccups. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now this is the power of a say. What happened?
Said I think I could die with this.
You want to try that without yawning, smart ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 now, 13, 14, and 15 now. Boy, that is the bitch arm. Oh, shit. I want to get beefy in the arms faster. Somebody needs to find me a way. Do I need to do this in the morning too? Is that the way to do it?
You should be doing like an hour plus of exercise each day, which should include walking on the treadmill. So if you want beefy arms, you're gonna start lifting, bro.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and the words are really clear, so beat it. Just beat it, beat it. You like the harmony? Beat it.
What's the rest of the
You
drink?
care.
What?
Where's the rest of the drink?
It's gotta be on your side, maybe? Or is it in the couch? Not in the couch. Oh, here it is. Okay, that was 15. Now we need to break into the 10 from Kotala. I'm going to do what's called hammer curls. Holding the weight down at my side and then lifting it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let me get you guys over to a cute subreddit. Roast me. Oh my god, get a load of this girl. Girl, you trying hard. Did I say girl? Oh boy.
No.
Why are you trying so hard? What does the comment section have to say about this? How are you the dirtiest thing in the picture? It's astonishing. There's actually a dumpster in the picture. They got her. They got her. There's something about cigarette smoking that I really find filthy. So guys, in the stream chat, if any of you smoke cigarettes, can you type a 1 in the stream chat? Thank you for that, Lemon Kid Blur. But can you type a 1 in the stream chat so I can know if you smoke cigarettes? I just want to know what's up. I want to know how you started. I want to know some things. Come on. Left hand, I'm lifting 10 times with hammer curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck my monkey balls. Ooh, my monkey balls.
Now time to do Jade's.
Not yet. Jade asked for 10 squats and 20 jumping jacks.
That's what I meant.
But that was the first donation. And then her second donation was a clean 30. I'm going to do that.
But what will I do, you wonder?
I don't.
I feel like I should lay back and press with each hand up. Right?
I mean, you could definitely do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go and do the big one, but
I'm going to turn this fan on so I don't die first. Okay. Okay. Apologies in advance if you get any of the fan into the microphone. I'm sorry that you guys have to look at this person's face. That's not exactly what I had in mind. I wanted to show you guys this cat that I saw. What was the name of the cat? Smoothie?
yeah.
Smoothie the cat? Yeah, dude. Check out this cat. What a pretty cat.
You could just take off the volume and just have that playing in the background as you're doing exercise.
Nah, I can't do that. That's somebody else's video.
Oh, then just show the picture of the kitty, because it's where you found it on Reddit.
I don't remember what I did. It's something like that. Look at that cat. So I'm going to go ahead and do, what, 30? Jesus Christ. Good. I'm going to do it in bouts of 15.
Nasi
1,
Grill smokes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Nussie Draw, if you smoke, what made you get into it, dude? Did somebody peer pressure you into it? You just felt like picking one up one day Does it relieve stress, or do you feel yourself hooked to that nicotine fix? What's up now? Do you want to stop? What's the deal, man?
Cuddy says they're still quitting. They're vaping right now.
Oh boy. Oh, they vape as kind of like a gateway to stopping?
Yes.
Okay.
There's less nicotine.
There's nicotine in the vapes? Or you can get vapes with nicotine?
Yeah.
Interesting.
If anything, that's the main reason why.
Dude, I just want to get somewhere where the weed's legal and find some kind of vape weed hybrid. Make that shit happen.
Well, I mean, there's stores with that sort of thing, so I'm guessing you can buy the equipment there too.
Okay, right hand now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh no.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shit. Back to my left hand for another 15. That'll make it 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. God damn. Oh shit. This is the equivalent of the push-ups when I'm on my back like this, Linda. So it should be enough, woman.
No.
Yes,
What
yes,
about the whole
yes.
body?
Yes, no whole body. I could burst a hole in half of the walls. You women really don't get it.
Congrats.
Like it's just some kind of
You're
skinny
on-
fuckboy 65-pound man push-up. Like, watch me go, guys. Nah, dude. There's a lot of man here, okay?
It works out that belly of yours that you're worried about.
Bro, I ain't worried about the belly.
Yes, you are.
The belly is what makes me similar to Marvel's The Blob. I have to stay appealing to Jabba the Hutt fetishists like yourself, dear. Uka nuka jiba. Banta budu. Lam. Okay, 15 for the right hand. Fuck me. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Whew. How are there no current events that we can throw at the stream for them to discuss how they feel about it?
Because all of the current events are sad.
Yeah, all the current events are sad.
So there you go. Unless you wanna, there's political stuff that's going on that will make you sad.
What's going on in world news?
There's also,
See, I wanted to jump on 4chan, but that's not good. Russia probe. Coca-Cola trying to kill university research. Man, who cares about all this? Might as well go back to my pictures of cats. I love cats.
Nasi Drill says, nah, I did it on purpose. It was a way to calm down as I had problems with that. No group pressure involved. Rain says, I only smoke on road trips or had too much to drink. On either occasion to help settle the stomach. I hate them otherwise. Alicia says, Cyael, I smoke, and come to Canada. We got lots of marijuana oils for vaping.
Amentia says, used to have a hookah, quit due to the expense, never looked back. Was a cultural thing? I sort of inherited it. Well, I can appreciate it if it's like a cultural thing and it's not, I don't know. I wouldn't call everybody who gets down on hookah buying into a fad. But I remember when people were hookahing back in my day. Yeah, you hookahing? Hey, you hookahing, bro? Oh, me hookahing good. I got that good hook.
I saw someone pull
My
out
hook make you coom.
a hookah at
Coom
at
your
a
pants.
Wisconsin beach.
Wisconsin coom pants hook.
No. Kadi says was part of the family who smoked, started at school, continued to smoke to get
It got me
breaks
hooked.
from work.
That's, I don't know, man. What I do love is I think we read a story recently about how like a bunch of assholes were like hookahing or vaping or something. And when the police came near, they just freaked out and started running. And when they caught him, he had weed on him. It was like, bitch, this is your fault. He wasn't going to trip over no damn hookah. Your corny asses. Y'all out here hooking. That's a cool picture, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Like somebody posted it.
F. Christie says, I smoke a pipe, but I don't know how that compares to cigs. Isn't that kind of bad? Kind of bad. Kind of worse?
Mace Windu is played by a different guy, so they just got... Because they couldn't get... They couldn't get Samuel to come back, so they just had some dude in the back. Hell yeah. It's a digital painting. Get a load of this shit. The detail. The detail. The lack of curves. Oh my gosh. I saw this girl today and it seemed like she existed in a universe without curves, you know? Hold my Cosmo while I take a selfie at the gym. Oh, I've seen this. Stupid ass.
Oh.
Huh?
True Silver Wolf asked you what you think about the loot bill that they're trying to pass. The loot boxes and the such.
The loot box, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. So if you've watched anybody talk about it, I would imagine they've probably all got the same thing to say, and it's that I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but good that it's getting some traction in the US finally, because it's a big fucking deal, and hopefully this is the first step in the process of getting them all fucking removed, because they're a goddamn nightmare. And, you know, I for one didn't have that huge a problem with them in mobile games. But when they're in like all the games that we play as a means of just nickel and diming people, you know, we got Jesus and other people who are willing to just, you know, feed into that monster. And when you buy a game for $60 fucking, all of that needs to be available fucking to you, dude. If you want to pay for it to get it faster, even I don't have that kind of problem. You know, I don't have a problem with paying for cosmetics to get them immediately when you can unlock them over a course of time in a game. But when you're paying for an ability to get an advantage over somebody and it's pay to win, holy shit. What are you even playing? I always liken that to a picture book where, you know, you buy a picture book and you buy the crayons and all you got to do is sit down and color this shit and make it interesting. But instead you just pay somebody to color all that shit in for you. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do these 30. When you finally realize your group chat has gone dead because your friends made a new one without you. What friends did somebody have in the first place? Maybe they added you as an accident. You know what I'm talking about? Invited you as an accident. Guys, I'm gonna try to find that post that I was looking for earlier. And it sounds like something that would be on Blunder Years. So hopefully it's the girl that has negative curves. It is. Dia, here's the picture I saw earlier. Okay? You've heard of curves. But bruh, feast your eyes on this. I'm talking making a line graph proud. Okay. Now, do you think this is indicative of like a condition?
I think she's just naturally thin.
Dia just threw the pillow off of herself as if to be like, look at these thighs. Bruh, if you don't... Holy hell. I don't mean to come off like an ass. Somebody says, I sense horses, violin, traveling to Europe, and your parents wanting you to marry a lawyer. Hope you have a completely different attire nowadays. Somebody said, and drama club. I bet she played the flute. Actually, who the fuck? What the hell?
To be honest with you, that is sort of what some of the flute players that I've seen look like. Just thin girls.
Somebody said you had very straight legs.
Very.
Did you just assume her legs orientation? Hey! Oh my god! Look at your nipples through that shirt. What the hell? Is this NSFW? She looks great now, and she looks like she's got some Asian in her. That was her problem all along. She was Asian, but she didn't look it. She really didn't look Asian here. She just looked absurd. You know what I mean?
Rude.
It's not rude. She's Asian now. Wow.
She's Asian now.
Now
Like
she's
you can-
fully Asian.
Like you can just switch your race.
Look at this picture. It's like she's really trying to make it sensual, though. You know? And with the pose why does she have the water bottle in the picture? Who took this? Okay?
I think she may have just sat down and someone just snipped a picture of her.
I get it, but with a pose like this, with her eyes deliberately posed and her kind of like leg up, kind of like, I want to say arching her back to thrust her chest out there a little bit, it's supposed to be a little sensual. Again, loving the chest portion of this picture. But, dude, but, if you were going to go this far, do you think this water bottle looks good? Why not make the whole picture brighter? I could take this photo into Photoshop right now.
It wasn't meant to be, some photo shoot picture.
I think you're fucking confusing yourself with women as they are today.
I'm not saying that could.
What I'm letting you know
saying
is that
that's the way
I'm
that
I'm
this
I'm letting you know 10 out of 10 ladies gonna throw a filter onto a picture if they can. That's not you, but it's still 10 out of 10 ladies, right? So if somebody had shown her perhaps a brighter, better looking iteration of this picture, she'd definitely have been all about it, you know?
And she didn't.
But unfortunately, I think whoever took this was the best that was available to her. But hopefully neckbeards will be all up in that fucking inbox now. I'm mad because that's pretty good, you know? I'm about this. But I'm not about I ruined it for myself. It could have just been a skinny-legged, confusing thing, you know? Danica says 10 out of 10 ladies. You don't like that percentage, do you? I think you girls have a very funny perception of the world because you're used to other girls who are like you. But take it from somebody who literally throws my Snapchat out like with every breath. I try to get my Snapchat into more hands than I can blink at the end of the day. And some of the stories that I watch would blow your fucking mind, bruh. You know what I mean? And that's my absorption of the world at this point. I know a lot of people, unfortunately, if they are the type to consider themselves photogenic and be taking pictures of themselves all the time, it's not just Snapchat. It's like people are just, ugh, you know? And I guess it's technology that's available to you, so why not smooth out some of the bumps in your face? What the hell? Gorgeous veiny, bro. What? Hey, look at that cat. Oh no, it's missing an eye. Oh no. Poor cat. And they named it Leela from Futurama. Ridiculous. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this by showing you a fat cat, and then do the remaining exercises. Absolute units. Guys, I think tomorrow's gonna be a new season of Fortnite, so expect me to be on that page. Hey, look at this geek. Damn. What? Look at this guy. Gosh darn. What? Look at this cat.
Absolute unit.
Look at this kitty. That poor cat. Oh, God. Alright, guys. I'm gonna go do what I need to do. But first, I'm gonna pour myself a refreshing.
We're flushing.
Oh no, I've given away that I like flesh. A refreshing cup. Soon you'll have your own tabs ready, Dia, for when I step away to do exercises. And then you can just jump in the chair and take over and be all like,
Now it's my turn to look at all of the flowery daffodils.
and then that's what you're into, right? Oh, please. Okay,
If I had it my way, I would be
At Burger King.
No.
Oh.
You're an ass.
1, 2, 3, 4,
People
5.
that have been over at mine know the fact that I love morbid shit, and if I could, I would be showing, you know, creepy, spooky shit that you usually don't go looking for on the internet with everybody, but I can't, because the internet is a safe space.
My safe spurs. Yeah, we're gonna reach a point where we can't say anything without pissing people off. Maybe we're coming close right now. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Keep going. I'm proud of you.
5, 6, 7,
Don't be trying to go hard.
8, 9, 10. Thank God. Woo! Thank God. The squirts.
Ew.
What?
Sound like you said the squirts. Also,
If I do too many squats, it'll be squirts.
Nicholas says our chunkers is subreddit.
Chonkers. I'm dying.
Yes, that's what I said.
You said chonkers.
Said chunkers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love you to death. Thank you to all of you for being here. Thank you for, oh man, helping me ride out this sad and scary ass time on YouTube where everything's getting demonetized. Ooh. A special thanks to Mandy, to Katala Foxhound, to Chuckster, and an incredible thanks to Sexy Jade for her wonderful contribution as well as help and keeping me in shape, bro. And keeping me in shape, boss. So guys, I may come back with like a gaming stream later. I may end up just kicking it, watching some anime. You're so sweet, Jade. I think it's time. Wow, Jade.
Surprised you didn't do it.
Nah, I need it to be ceremonious. Thank you, Jade. I should have like the Sonic the Hedgehog. You think if I type that in, Sonic fanfare? Nope. And if I type Sonic reward? Nope. If I just type Sonic in, it's gonna be a whole bunch of stupid shit. That works.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah, it works. She jumped up. She jumped up. You know? Can you feel the sunshine? She got a... Oh. Wow. Whoa. No! She lost no!
No, that's the opposite of what we want.
Okay.
I mean, that'd be perfect for someone who lost buying power. But
Yo, there's like a piece of paper in my pocket.
why do you have it in your pocket?
I think it like slipped over there from the side of my pants where things can get through my pockets. So now I have to move it over to the other side. And then try to reach my hand through the pocket. And there I have it. See? Sometimes you gotta use your brain. And reach across your crotch and on the inside of the mesh of your pants. Because there's a hole in your pocket.
Jeepers, that was a thing that I saw. I don't know how I feel about it.
I wrote Sonic Life and it didn't work.
Extra.
Continue? Oh my god. Guys, I want you to have a wonderful night. I will catch you guys soon. I don't know. I feel like I should just wait until tomorrow when the stupid update for Fortnite's out. So there'll be a whole bunch of different shit and we can look at all of that together. And maybe that'll be interesting. I kind of want to play more Gauntlet Legends, so I may do that off stream. Love you. Talk to you soon. Oh, see you guys later. You're amazing. You're amazing. Bye.